I'm really very thankful to Ahead International. They had helped me a lot really in my success in coming here in New Zealand. Upon coming here, I didn't really expect that all of these things would happen to me. Like all of these opportunities had come to me, and not only to me but also to my family back here in New Zealand and in Philippines. Yeah, so really I would really like thank Mom Gladys and Mom Chris for always being there to guide me and support me anytime I text them or message them of any questions about New Zealand or about residency or anything, because they've been here for a longer time already and they really had good experiences that they can share to me. And as well as when my family came here to join me, they also gave us support in starting as a family here in New Zealand. So thank you Ahead, thank you very much.
Hi there, I'm Sherry Tang from Malaysia, and I first came to New Zealand in 2012, and back then I was single and I was traveling around South Island. It makes my adventure back then as a single traveling around South Island much more adventurous because it was easy and it was carefree. But I learned to love New Zealand a lot, and I really love this country and hope to make this place my home. And I came to Auckland and visited my friend in North Island, and Faith encouraged me to reside here in New Zealand. But I really don't know what to do because back then I don't know who to turn to. But God gave me good friends like Chris. Through Ahead International Education, I have the opportunity to stay here in New Zealand through my study. They have helped me through this journey, and they have helped me in my application for my student visa, and they've been with me through thick and thin through this journey of mine. Today, I have graduated from Cornell as an IT student, and I'm working for a research company in Parnell. I'm very, very glad because Ahead International has helped me a lot from the beginning of my journey to the end. Without Chris, without the team, I don't know if I can make this dream come true. And I really want to thank you, give my special thanks to Ahead International Education for making my dream come true here in New Zealand. Today, I'm holding a valid working visa, and I'm married to Jem, and I'm also on my journey to applying for my residency. Thank you, Ahead International Education.
Hi, my name is Mark Anthony Pacifico, and I came from the Philippines, and it's actually my second visit here. The first time I visited a place was a couple of years ago. It was my brother who invited us. I was with my mom and my dad, and well, that's how it all started. I was really mesmerized with the place. I enjoyed how people welcomed us, and that's the reason why I decided to come back here last April 22. And this time, instead of having a tourist visa, I got my student visa. So a little more about me. I'm actually a mass comm graduate in the Philippines, and after which I didn't really work right away. I think it was like a year that I was just staying at home. I really didn't know what I wanted, and after which I was encouraged to take up IT, because back then I was planning to go to the US to get a better job. Apparently though, things didn't turn out the way we wanted to be, because back then there was a recession. Alright, sorry about that one. But you know, when my mom visited the place, which is the United States, she mentioned, hey son, it's not gonna be possible because a lot of people are going back to their country of origin, so the in thing right now is nursing. So there I took up nursing, and luckily I became a registered nurse in the Philippines. And again, I tried my luck to get a job in a different country, but experience something that I did not have. in the Philippines, because you all know that in the Philippines it's hard to get a job as a nurse, and I've been waiting, and it's something that I've wasted already, and then I'm really aging, so I ended up working in a call center. So I worked there for like 6 years, and I was really thankful to that company. And I was an agent for 3 years and got promoted as a trainer after which. So I had another 3 years with the company, to total that's 6 years. And that's when we had this conversation. My brother and I started really talking things seriously, right? This time it's more of our future. So he was bragging about life here, like a lot of opportunities, talking about raising your own family, talking about career, and it took me like a year, because remember, like what I mentioned earlier, a couple of years ago, that was our first visit with my family or with my parents, and finally I've decided to really try my luck here, and that's when I met Chris Raducu from AHEAD International. So compared to my brother, I'm actually the type of person who's really taken a lot of time before to decide on things, because I want to make sure that everything is in order, everything is in place, and it's 100 or close to 100% sure that I will get what I will want or what I was planning to go for. So I had a lot of questions that was really easy for Chris to respond to or to provide with an answer. And so I'm really thankful that I've met Chris Raducu of AHEAD International Education. So AHEAD, thank you is not enough, but that will do for now. But I'll make you proud with what I'm doing right now. So right now I'm studying Diploma in Computing Level 7 at New Zealand School of Education. Even before I started with my schooling, Chris Raducu, introduced me to the people that I will be with for like a year or so, and everyone was really warm, accommodating. It made me feel probably too comfortable, and it's as if I'm not in another country. So let's say if the Philippines is my mother, I would say that New Zealand is my father. So it was really easy. I didn't really have time to adjust, because it's as if I don't need to adjust at all. Probably just the weather, because it's too cold here, but at least I got to wear this. I look so well dressed and a lot more like a professional. What led me to study again? Well, it's simple. It's all because of having a better opportunity, and just give it another year or so, or probably a couple of years. I would want to have my own family. And of course, for you to have your own family, you should have a stable job so that you can suffice the needs of your, eventually, kids. And I've seen it here in New Zealand, not just hearing it from a lot of people here, but all throughout my stay here, I've been observing how life is here in New Zealand, like from public transportation, like how people provide service, how people work, and how people have their own time off. It's all complete. I mean, it's just what I was wanting for. So wish me luck, and hopefully everything will turn out to be the way I want it to. Well, so far so good. No questions asked. It's been answered. I have nothing more to request, because it's all provided as of the moment. That's pretty much about it. So anything that I probably missed, you can probably just throw it to me.
Hi, I am Marilu Dinopo Romano. I am a Filipino working in one of the islands in Pacific Ocean. Actually, I am living miles away from my son for a very long time, and it's always been my dream to be with him before he'll having his own life. So last 2013, I decided to spend a vacation in it to expand my horizons in New Zealand. I fell in love with the people, beauty and wonders of the country. This is one of my dream countries where I want to settle with my son Christian in England. With the assistance of Ahead International, I am now a business management student of Regent. My dream of a New Zealand experience is just the beginning. And I thank Ahead International for helping me to realize this. They provided me professional assistance, including the timely and fast information and quick responses to my inquiries to them. So I would like to thank Ms. Chris Raduco of Ahead International for her extensive and enduring support during my visa application. Ahead International have helped my ambitious mind to bring my dreams into reality.
Hi, I'm Abigail Magat from the Philippines. I just graduated last March and immediately worked out my application with Ahead International Education. It was an easy process and they have guided us generally. They had given us the clear information that we need to know. This made us feel very confident about the whole journey. With Ahead, I realized my dream in no time. For anyone who will be seeking their services, I can only guarantee that you will have the same professional assistance.
I'm Paul Harit Ilarde. I'm from Laguna, Philippines, and I take their bachelor's on computer engineering. And I've been on the IT industry for 5 years from Marlin Navigation, Philippines. And I decided to go here to New Zealand because for a typical IT person, career oriented, is that when you reach that kind of year, you must be still hungry on like adding additional knowledge, because if you are in the IT industry, every day is learning, every day is new. That's why I was thinking to upgrade myself, and because it happened last year 2014 when my grandmother visited me in the Philippines and tried to mention what is life here in New Zealand. So that's the reason why the first time that I heard I had New Zealand, because she is a friend, Miss Chris is a friend of my grandmother. So yeah, I got the contact, so I tried to reach Ahead, and I talked to Miss Gladys. Oh, sorry, I forgot the name. I talked to Miss Gladys, and she was very accommodating and especially comprehensive when it comes to details regarding the paperwork and everything, because I think I'm one of their students which really when I applied the visa got it's like the papers were really smooth. The only problem that I got on my application is just for the allowance which is needed to study here in New Zealand. But aside from that, that's the only problem I encountered when I applied for a student visa. And my life here while studying is just fine. And Miss Chris is always taking care, checking in on how is the life of the students while here in New Zealand. Especially she do invites for like a workshop. I just forgot the name, but I attend one workshop for like they will discuss you how you will apply for work and everything. And it did really help me a lot. So because the things I learned from there is I applied it on applying for work, and yep, I managed to be lucky to have one, which is currently now after I finished my school last December, I was hired, but I was hired before I graduated. It did take me like 6 months, just 6 months, because the first 3 months I tried to look for a job, and after that I stopped looking for a job, and I tried again, just one try on the 6th month, and yep, I got the job. So yeah, life after the studying is really fine because my work is making me really busy, so that I could fight some things like being homesick and stuff. But I really enjoy here in New Zealand, and if you are an IT person, I think the best place would be here in New Zealand, because I just want to share one of the words from my client is that he asked me if what is my plan, if I will stay here in New Zealand or I will just go back to Philippines. I told him that if New Zealand would welcome me to stay here, then I'll stay. And he answered back that, yeah, you should stay here because we need people like you to work here in New Zealand. So yep, currently I'm already on the verge of applying for expression of interest, but it's just that I want to make sure that all the requirements I needed, especially for the contract, is sorted out before I pass it. But I did reach some people and think everything should be fine. Just follow the pathway, especially it will be mentioned by ahead before you apply for a student visa. And yep, I would really suggest you guys to try to apply here in New Zealand. It was really fun here, especially good people. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ahead International Education.